And so in my case, I thought maybe it would be cool to create some sort of tribal marks on the face, and they could look like marks, but it could also be clay revealing itself, or it could be something. You don't need to explain it. As I say many times, if you try to explain art, you're not making art. It's something else. So we'll leave explaining art to other people. We actually enjoy art. We actually enjoy making it. We don't explain art, we make it. And this is what happens this is what you want to do when you want to complete a piece. Something will make sense. So this is what I'm doing. I'm playing with accents right now. It could be makeup. I don't know. It could be clay underneath revealing. It just looks cool. It just gives a sense of contrast, a sense of rhythm to the piece. It just leads the eye in an alternating fashion. And this is why also you always want to try and understand design in everything you do. Architecture, photography, landscape. You always want to try and notice design. Oh, look at that. That is very cool. That's a repeating pattern. Look at that. That is a balancing pattern. All of the principles of design, and then you can use them and manipulate them. But now we want to integrate the idea of the hair into the idea of the face. And let's try to use one of my brushes to just create some sort of interesting motif. Wasn't working, so I'm doing Ctrl Z and trying to go for a bit more of a deliberate contour idea. We're almost there, you know. You reach a certain point where you feel the piece is done. But at the same time, you want to complete it, you know. You just don't want to drop it there and say, okay, I'm done. I don't care, you know, because maybe you do this exercise now and maybe you do another and it will be a portfolio piece, you know. So you want to get used to complete even your sketches, for example, for me, these are sketches, but at the same time, they're portfolio pieces because they contain the essence of my artistic idea, my artistic message. Maybe you want to push it to a more sophisticated level of realism, level of anatomy. Maybe you don't like the color alternation. Maybe you want to simply use this exercise to practice a deeper understanding of the structure of the head and the face. However you want to use it, make sure that you're pushing this to completion. Learn to complete your ideas, learn to not to let them go, learn to figure out what is not working and why it doesn't feel complete. And your intuition will suggest you what's happening. So let's try and go for a BPR render. There you go. And as you can see, the BPR render basically enhances all the shadows, I created some highlights with the blue filter. And this is all more or less explained in that video I mentioned, which should be called, I think, creating a cinematic render in Zbrush in 5 minutes or something like that. If you just go to my channel and you look for a render, or maybe I will just also link the YouTube video in the comments. But I want to keep going. Let's go back to the piece. I want to keep going with that idea, that contrast of color. And in this case, I decrease the intensity of the color. So, you know, it's just subtle, going on top of those structure and creating this clayish contrast on top of the color. This is something that I am exploring a lot recently, and this is how you create your own style. you basically don't create a style. It comes out after a lot of experiments, and something which you like, maybe I will not like, and something that I will not like, maybe you will like, and that is your inner radar at work again, and telling you, hey, maybe I should try this other thing, maybe I should try this, and this will be your own voice. This will be your structure, your your sense of style.